What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sang, and today we're actually gonna be looking at a article. It's about the Canadian government forcing a dairy farmer to dump 30,000 liters of milk because he exceeded his quota. I saw this on Twitter. I thought this was wild because why? Why would you? That's such a waste of milk. So this is the farmer right here. This is the guy that had to dump the milk because they made it mandatory, right? So it says a dairy farmer from southern Ontario, Canada, has spoken out about how the Canadian government makes farms dump thousands of liters of fresh milk because they have gone over the quota. So in a video shared on TikTok by Travis Hugan, Canadian dairy farmer Jerry Human expresses his outrage at the Canadian government and the dairy farmers of Ontario for wasting hundreds of liters of fresh milk despite inflation. So right now during the winter months, you milk quite a bit more milk because the feed is very consistent. And if you do a good job, you will produce quite a bit of milk. But right now we're over our quota and it's regulated by the government and implemented by the DFO. Look at this milk running away. It's the end of the month and I dumped 30,000 liters of milk and it breaks my heart. This year, Canadian milk is $7 a liter. Yo, that's stupid high. That's crazy. And you're making him dump it when if him pumping that out there, it can go lower. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. When I go for my haircut, people say, wow, $7, Jerry, for a little bit of milk. I say, well, you have to go higher up because we have no say anymore as a dairy farmer on our own farm because they make us dump it, and no matter how we stand up. So this time, I'm going public. Oh, and this is the video.
Hey guys, we're here at Hugan Bros Farm in southern Ontario. We milk about 260 cows. Right now during the winter months, you milk quite a bit more milk because the feed is very consistent. And as you do a good job, you will produce quite a bit of milk. So, but right now we're over our quota. It's regulated by the government and by the DFO. But the problem is what they don't understand is millions of people look at this milk running away because it's the end of the month. So I have to dump 30,000 liters of milk. It breaks my heart. I will show you. By the way, this here, Canadian milk, it's $7 a liter. When I go for my haircut, people say, wow, $7, Jerry, for a little bit of milk. I say, well, you have to go higher up. Because we have no say anymore as a dairy farmer on our own farm because they make us dump it.
Might as well drink it, you're dumping it.
And no matter how we stand up, so this time I'm going public. I want the people to see the pain that us growers have of 365 days. As a little boy, we grew up on a dairy farm, came from Europe, work, and here we are. This is what's happening. Oh, by the way, only one country in the world here in Canada. There's not the United States, not Europe, where they dump thousands of liters when they're over. But we're not supposed to talk about this because, I don't know, it's just one of those things. But as it's happening, I hope the DFO does look at this and says to herself, you tell me, if you're in the pig business, the wood industry, any steel industry, if you're 10% over when your times are good, how can you, so for us when it's good, our little bit of profit, it goes down the drain. How you guys dare to put this product in the market for $7 a liter and think that that's okay when there's a lot of mothers, single mothers with no extra, like, they have maybe a few kids to feed or whatever, or the sick kids hospital it could go to. It could go anywhere, to the food banks. But I hope you're proud, and I think you're going to be surprised, because yes, my name is Jerry Hugan. And I'm very proud that we send a really good product. And that you just kind of tell us, well, throw it down the drain. Nobody sees it. It's okay, but it's not okay. So, with that being said, one of the best products in the world. We've been milking here for 43 years. So I just hope that people will share this. I hope that I haven't defended anybody, but the dairy industry, for my kids, it has to keep growing. We are not growing, not even by 10%. We get a little bit of quota for free, okay, that gets given to us. Should never be that way. You should buy, just like a trucker has to buy his transport truck, okay? And by the way, my 90 cents that I get for my liter of raw milk, they really have to do nothing to it because it's the best milk in the world. But what happens is, I pay for the trucking, I pay for the commercialized, everything gets paid to the farmer, okay? So, but anyways, I do want to see, as you can see here, Abraham, the good product. The cows are happy. I mean, look at these cows, right? They are free roaming. She's got a smile. So, anyhow, all I can say is I'm standing up a little bit for the local people. And I hope you think to yourself, hey, that farmer for 90 cents and they're paying $7, where does the extra money go? And they capped us. So I can't grow my business at all. What am I going to tell my 4 kids? Hey, how do you want me to do it? Since 3 years ago, they capped it. We're going to go 6% higher, like 6%. We're looking at high interest rate. The double, 3 times over on fuel. We are not going to stay in business in this country. So Justin Trudeau and Rob Ford, I'd love to take you for dinner, okay? Call me, sit down with Hugon Bros Farm, and I think shit like this, we have so much poverty over the whole world. Hard-working people like myself, I dare to say that, 7 days a week as a little boy. I have looked at farm workers. They're sick to this. Mr. Hugon, what are you doing? I says, well, at the end of the month, I have to dump all my milk. Supposed to keep it quiet. Take that to the bank.
That's crazy. That is crazy. What is the point? What is the point? You want to They just want to regulate and control the food supply. That's all that is. That's all that is. And you're like screwing everybody in the process because that don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. It's like, oh yeah, we want you to keep your operations going, but dump it. Why would I dump it? That would make no sense in the slightest. In the slightest. And then him putting it out there, oh, you already know if something happens to him, we know what happened. We know why it happened. He just blew the cap off of their whole nonsense. It says, one user commented, this is a great example of how they control food supplies, I just said that, to the benefit of the government and corporations at the cost of the people. They do not care about you whatsoever. Great example of how the government isn't for the people and is doing more harm than good. Pure evil. Facts. That's all that is evil. I don't understand. If you're going to have him dump it, why not just say, hey, because we regulate everything, this can't go out here. However, just so you're not just dumping milk, we going to send this to a food bank or a homeless shelter or whoever needs it on that level. Why not do that? That don't make no sense. It says a major winter storm in Ontario that began on December 23rd caused highways to shut down, preventing truckers from picking up milk. Dairy Farmers of Ontario issued a statement on December 24th notifying farmers of dangerous road conditions and asking them to dispose of milk that wouldn't be able to be picked up by drivers. And then here's another video. It says, join the dumping crew today. Good way to find out my drain was clogged as well. Hopefully the last FU from 2022. Let's play it. This is crazy. This is crazy. And that's from Christmas. It says Canada has a national supply management system for the poultry, egg, dairy, and turkey industries. National marketing plans established a framework for the operation of the systems. These systems are controlled by national bodies and by provincial commodity marketing boards that have been delegated powers by federal and provincial governments, according to the Ministry of Agricultural, Food, and Rural Affairs. Provincial commodity marketing boards, in turn, are responsible for allocating production among farmers who undertake to produce within their allotted quota. The amount of each commodity that is produced and marketed by producers is controlled through a quota system. Stupid. Milk production quotas are strictly enforced, and farmers are only paid for the milk they produce within those quotas. If a farmer produces more milk than their monthly quota allows, then they will not be compensated for the extra milk. That is so stupid. That is so stupid, but then you want to sell milk. That little bottle was $7. I'm glad they're not doing that in America right now. I'd be sick, because I can get a big thing of milk like this. I can get a gallon of milk for like $2 something. So That little bottle was $7. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You best believe I'd start learning how to make nut milk and all that. I mean, I already know how to, but I'm saying if I lived in Canada and that was the thing going on, and I was a big milk drinker, we gonna start making our own almond milk and stuff at the crib. Ain't nobody paying $7 for this. I'm tripping. It said Dairy Farmers of Ontario is the marketing group for the largest sector of Ontario agriculture and is proudly owned and operated by Ontario's dairy farm families. It represents approximately 4,000 Ontario dairy farms. All raw milk produced in Ontario is purchased by DFO, then sold to processors, and the farmers are compensated for their efforts. According to Reuters, the United States on Tuesday said it was seeking a second trade dispute settlement panel over Canada's dairy import quotas, accusing Canada of not meeting obligations to open its market to American producers. The move is the latest salvo in long-standing tensions between the trade partners over Canada's protected dairy industry. Yo, you don't want to work with them, America, because I promise you, ain't nobody over here about to pay $7 for this. I promise you. We done already got all the different milks and stuff over here. I promise you ain't nobody gonna pay that. You can buy the little machines if you don't want to do it the old-fashioned way where you soak the nuts and stuff overnight and then you blend it all up the next day and make your own milk. You don't want to do that. They got the machines that make it like in 1 to 2 minutes in front of you. People are not going to go for this in America. I promise you. I promise you. And it says Canada has tightly controlled supplies of dairy, eggs, and poultry since the 1970s, restricting how much farmers can produce and limiting imports through onerous tariffs, the outlet added. Yo, that's crazy. I feel bad for those farmers because like he said, once you have a chance to produce more and you can make money off of that, you can't make money off of that because they literally not going to pay you for the extra. So now all that's getting wasted, all that's getting dumped for no reason when it could go somewhere. It could have, even if you don't want to pay them, be like, hey, we could send this to food banks or whatever. They're not even doing that. Yeah. Like that comment said, they said it was evil, straight evil. That's crazy. Hey, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I know I do have a few Canadians that watch my channel, so if you guys do watch this one, let me know what you guys think and let me know what's going on wherever you live in Canada, right? Because I know everybody, this says Ontario. All of y'all don't live in the Ontario region, but let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never stop dropping video. And until next time, you already know who it is. It's Sang.